Death is not extinguishing the light, it is only putting out the lamp, because the dawn has come. Rabindranath Tagore. Have you ever pondered life's ultimate mystery? What truly happens when our time on earth concludes? Does our consciousness simply vanish like a flame extinguished, or does it embark on another unforeseen journey? These are questions that touch the depths of our being. They resonate with the human experience across ages. Welcome, dear friends, to the Son.Mindfulness channel. We extend a warm welcome to our mindful community. In today's fast-paced world, a silent crisis unfolds. Many grapple with anxiety about life's transitions. The fear of the unknown often casts a long shadow. This can cloud our present moments with worry. But there is a path towards understanding and peace. There are profound insights that can ease this anxiety. We offer a guiding light through ancient wisdom. We explore timeless teachings relevant to our lives. Today, we delve into the nature of life and death. We seek to understand the journey beyond this realm. This knowledge can bring comfort and reduce fear. It can help us appreciate the preciousness of now. Join us as we explore these profound questions together. We draw upon the wisdom of Buddhist philosophy. We also consider insightful perspectives from other traditions. Our aim is to offer clarity and a sense of peace. We provide a space for contemplation and understanding. If these topics resonate with your own seeking heart, we warmly invite you to support our channel. Please consider subscribing to Son.Mindfulness today. Your subscription helps us share these valuable teachings. We wish you good health, inner peace, and happiness. May your life be filled with moments of tranquility, and may you always be blessed with good fortune. Now, are you ready to embark on this journey with us, to unravel the mysteries of existence and beyond? Let us begin by exploring a fundamental truth. A truth that lies at the very heart of Buddhist thought. At the heart of Buddhist philosophy lies a profound truth. Chapter 1: The Impermanent Nature and Suffering of Birth and Death. At the heart of Buddhist philosophy lies a profound truth. This truth is the understanding of impermanence, or anicca. Have you ever watched a flower bloom and then wither? This is the nature of all things that arise. Everything that arises is subject to change and decay. Our physical forms are born, grow, and then decline. Think about the changes your own body has undergone over the years. Our thoughts and emotions are also in a constant state of flux. One moment we feel joy, the next sadness may arise. Just as the seasons turn without fail, the warmth of summer gives way to the cold of winter, just as a river flows ceaselessly towards the sea. No single drop remains the same. So too does life unfold, marked by inevitable change. For those who have lived many years, this truth becomes particularly palpable and undeniable. We witness the passing of generations. Friends and family come and go. We observe the aging of our own bodies. The strength of youth fades into the wisdom of age. We experience the ebb and flow of fortunes, times of plenty followed by times of scarcity, clinging to the illusion of permanence. This is like trying to hold on to the wind. It is a primary source of suffering, or dukkha. Why do we suffer when things change? It is because we desire them to stay the same. The Buddha identified the inherent suffering in life. This suffering is associated with birth, aging, sickness, and death. Consider the discomfort and pain of illness. Think about the limitations that come with old age. The fear and anxiety that often accompany the contemplation of our own mortality are powerful. These are potent manifestations of this fundamental suffering. We cherish our fleeting existence in this body. We hold on to our loved ones and our possessions, and we naturally resist its inevitable end. The thought of ceasing to be can be unsettling. Yet to truly understand the nature of reality, this requires us to accept this cycle with equanimity. Can we find peace in accepting what cannot be changed? Consider the story of Queen Maya, the mother of the Buddha. She experienced both the immense joy of giving birth and the profound sorrow of loss shortly after. Even a figure of such high standing experienced life's inherent suffering. Think also of King Pasenadi of Kosala, a powerful ruler. Despite his wealth and authority, he could not escape old age or the eventual loss of loved ones. These examples remind us that suffering is universal. It transcends social status and worldly power. Now let us consider Venerable Sariputta, one of the Buddha's chief disciples. He was known for his great wisdom and understanding. As his physical body weakened in his final days, his mind remained clear and focused on the Dharma. He understood that the physical form is transient. It is subject to the laws of nature. He emphasized that the true essence, the potential for enlightenment within, this remained untouched by physical decline, his acceptance of impermanence. This allowed him to face death, not with dread or fear, but with a quiet understanding of its place in the larger cycle of life. He saw it as a natural transition. The Buddhist perspective views death in a unique way. It is not seen as an absolute cessation or a final ending. Instead, it is understood as a profound transition. Think of it as akin to shedding an old garment. The worn-out clothes are discarded, but the person who wore them continues. The stream of consciousness is like this. It carries the imprints of our karmic actions. These actions, both good and bad, shape our future. This stream continues its journey beyond this physical life. It is like the water in a river. Though individual drops may evaporate and disappear, or merge with other drops along the way, the flow of the river itself continues towards the vast ocean. This continuity of consciousness is governed by the principle of karma. Our actions create the momentum for future existences. Have you ever wondered what happens to the river when it meets the ocean? It doesn't disappear entirely. It merges with something larger. Similarly, the stream of consciousness undergoes a transformation. This leads us to the next important understanding. This is the principle that guides this continuous flow. The stream of karma and the cycle of rebirth. Chapter 2. The stream of karma and the cycle of rebirth, Samsara. The principle of karma, or kama in Pali. This principle is fundamental to Buddhist understanding. It explains the intricate web of life and death. It is the universal law of cause and effect. Think about a simple action like offering a smile. This small act can brighten someone's day. It might even inspire them to smile at another. This creates a ripple effect of positivity. Conversely, a harsh word can cause pain. It can lead to resentment and further negativity. Every action, whether of body, every word spoken, whether of speech, every thought held, whether of mind, each one creates a corresponding reaction. Good deeds, acts of kindness and compassion, these lead to positive consequences to happiness. Harmful actions driven by greed, hatred, or delusion, these inevitably result in suffering. These karmic imprints are not abstract ideas. They are the very forces that shape our experiences. They determine the circumstances of our lives, and they propel us through the cycle of rebirth or samsara. Imagine a seed planted in the earth. The type of seed is crucial. An apple seed will grow into an apple tree. A mango seed will yield a mango tree. The care it receives also matters greatly. Water, sunlight, and good soil nurture its growth. Neglect will lead to a weak or stunted plant. Similarly, our actions are the seeds we sow in the field of life. Kindness and generosity are like seeds of abundance. Hatred and anger are like seeds of poison. The conditions of our lives are the fruits we harvest. A life filled with compassion often yields joy and peace. A life marked by negativity tends to bring sorrow and turmoil. For those who have lived long lives, your own experiences offer rich evidence of karma. Think back on times you acted with kindness. Did it not often lead to positive outcomes? Reflect on moments of anger or impatience. Did they not usually result in conflict or regret? The tapestry of your life is woven with threads of cause and effect. Each choice, each action, leaves its mark. The cycle of samsara is vast and intricate. It encompasses various realms of existence. These are often depicted as 6 realms in Buddhist cosmology. There are the realms of gods, beings of great pleasure, and temporary bliss. The realms of demigods, characterized by power and conflict. The human realm, a mixture of joy and suffering, offering a chance for liberation. The animal realm, marked by instinct and limited awareness. The realm of hungry ghosts, filled with insatiable craving. And the hell realms, characterized by intense suffering. These realms are not necessarily fixed geographical locations. Instead, they represent different states of consciousness. They are different kinds of experiences shaped by karma. A life lived with virtue and mindfulness can lead to experiences of joy. These might be understood as higher realms of consciousness. A life dominated by negativity can lead to states of suffering. These could be seen as lower realms of consciousness. The human realm is unique. It offers both suffering and the potential for profound understanding. It is considered a precious opportunity for spiritual practice. It is here that we can consciously work towards liberation. Consider the Jataka tale of Prince Vesantara. He was renowned for his extraordinary generosity. He gave away his possessions, his children, even his wife. His countless acts of selfless giving accumulated immense merit. This positive karma led to noble rebirths in subsequent lives. This story illustrates how virtuous actions pave the way. They create the conditions for positive experiences. These experiences unfold within the cycle of existence. Conversely, think of stories, not necessarily canonical, but tales of those consumed by greed and hatred. Perhaps a powerful king obsessed with wealth, or a general consumed by vengeful anger. Such individuals, driven by negative emotions, their actions often lead to suffering in this life. And Buddhist teachings suggest potential rebirths. These rebirths could be in states of greater suffering. This is the natural consequence of their negative karma. Edgar Cayce spoke of the soul's continued existence after death. He also described its evolution through different planes. This concept finds a parallel in Buddhist thought. It aligns with the continuity of the karmic stream. Buddhism does not speak of a permanent, unchanging soul, not in the Western sense of an individual entity. Instead, it emphasizes the unbroken flow of consciousness. This flow is constantly influenced by accumulated karmic energies. These energies are the residue of our past actions. The desire for continued existence is a powerful force. The clinging to a fixed sense of self also plays a crucial role. These very forces, craving and attachment, they are what perpetuate this cycle of rebirth. They keep the river of consciousness flowing. But what happens to this stream of consciousness after the body dissolves? Where does this karmic energy lead? This is the question that takes us deeper into the journey. A journey beyond the familiar shores of this life. The journey after the dissolution of the body. Chapter 3. The journey after the dissolution of the body. Buddhist teachings speak of a fascinating interval. This interval occurs between death and the next life. It is known as the bardo, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Bardo Thodol. This ancient text offers detailed descriptions of this phase. It outlines the experiences during this transitional period. Have you ever felt disoriented after waking from a vivid dream? The bardo can be a similar state, yet far more profound. Immediately following death, a significant event occurs. There is a period of profound clarity of mind. This is known as the Chikai Bardo. In this initial phase, the fundamental luminosity of consciousness, this pure, radiant awareness may be directly experienced. It is said to be a moment of great opportunity for liberation, if one can recognize its true nature. However, this recognition often eludes those unprepared. This initial clarity is followed by another phase. This is the Chunyid Bardo. During this time, the karmic imprints begin to manifest. They appear as vivid visions and experiences. These are not external judgments or entities. They are the projections of one's own mind. They often reflect the deceased's past actions. They also reveal their attachments and fears. Think of it like watching a movie of your life, but the emotions and consequences feel intensely real. Those who lived with kindness and compassion, their visions may be peaceful and filled with light. those burdened by negativity and harmful deeds. Their experiences may be frightening and turbulent. Finally, there is the Sidpa bardo. This is the stage where the consciousness feels a pull. It is drawn towards the possibility of a new rebirth. The karmic winds begin to stir. The desire for existence reasserts itself. The consciousness seeks a suitable womb or condition. This will determine the nature of its next life. These descriptions of the bardo hold intriguing parallels. They resonate in some ways with Edgar Cayce's accounts. He described the soul entering a state of heightened awareness. He also spoke of it undergoing a life review. In the Buddhist context, this life review takes on a deeper meaning. It is understood as the unfolding of karmic potentials. The consequences of past actions become vividly apparent. Every thought, word, and deed is re-experienced, not as a judgment imposed from without, but as the natural manifestation of cause and effect from within. You see and feel the impact of your actions on others, the joy you brought, and the pain you caused. Consider the story of a devoted Buddhist practitioner. This individual lived a life of compassion and mindfulness. They cultivated kindness in their thoughts and actions. Upon death, their bardo experiences. These might be filled with peaceful and luminous visions. These visions reflect the positive karmic imprints they cultivated throughout their life, the journey through the bardo for them. It might be relatively calm and filled with serenity. Conversely, imagine someone who lived a life dominated by negativity and harmful actions. Their mind was filled with anger and greed. Upon death, their bardo states could be very different. They might experience frightening and turbulent visions. These visions reflect the negative karmic imprints they had accumulated through their unwholesome deeds. The bardo for them could be a period of great distress. The Buddhist tradition places great emphasis. It highlights the importance of spiritual guidance and support. This is especially crucial during the time of death. And throughout the journey of the bardo, monks and nuns offer teachings to the dying. They perform rituals to help the deceased. These practices aim to guide the consciousness. They encourage a positive rebirth. The power of compassion from the living, the collective merit of the community, the Sangha. These can provide solace and direction to the departed. This aligns with Edgar Cayce's idea. He spoke of spiritual guides and loved ones assisting the soul. They help in its orientation in the afterlife. The familiar presence of those who have passed. This can provide comfort and reassurance. The underlying principle is the same. Support and guidance are vital during this transition, whether it comes in the form of spiritual teachings or the loving presence of those who care. The goal is to navigate this intermediate state wisely. The journey through the bardo, though potentially challenging, it is a crucial stage in the cycle of rebirth. The experiences within it shape the tendencies. These tendencies will influence the next life. What kind of realms await the consciousness after the bardo? Realms shaped by the very karma experienced within. Realms of rebirth and the evolution of consciousness. Chapter 4. Realms of Rebirth and the Evolution of Consciousness. Buddhist cosmology unveils a diverse landscape of existence. It describes various realms of rebirth. Each realm has its own distinct characteristics. These include different levels of happiness and suffering. They also vary in the length of lifespan. Have you ever imagined different kinds of worlds? Worlds filled with immense joy or deep sorrow? These realms are not permanent homes for the soul. Instead, they are temporary destinations. Our accumulated karma determines where we are born. The higher realms are often called the realms of gods. These are characterized by great pleasure and ease. Think of a life filled with joy and little hardship. However, even these blissful states are impermanent. Just as happiness in this life eventually fades, so too does the joy of the higher realms have an end. Why is nothing permanent in Samsara? Because all conditioned things are subject to change. The human realm holds a unique significance. It offers a balanced mixture of happiness and suffering. We experience both joy and sorrow in our lives. This very balance provides a crucial opportunity. It is here that we can engage in spiritual practice. It is here that we can strive for liberation. The suffering we encounter can motivate us. It can inspire us to seek a way out of the cycle. The lower realms present stark contrasts. These include the hell realms and the realm of hungry ghosts. They are characterized by intense suffering. Think of unimaginable pain and torment, or an unquenchable thirst and hunger. These states arise from negative karmic actions. They are the direct consequences of harmful deeds. These different realms can be understood as analogous. They parallel the different planes or dimensions. These were described by Edgar Cayce. He suggested that souls reside in these planes. The placement depends on their spiritual development. In Buddhism, this spiritual development is key. It is directly linked to our cultivation of virtue. We develop ethical conduct in our actions. We grow in wisdom through understanding reality, and we nurture compassion for all beings. The purification of negative karma is also vital. By reducing our harmful tendencies, we ascend. Consider the story of a person who lived with generosity. They consistently practiced giving and sharing. They also upheld ethical principles in their life. Their positive karma might lead to a fortunate rebirth. They might experience a life with greater ease and happiness, perhaps born into favorable circumstances. However, if they do not continue their spiritual practice, if they become complacent in their good fortune, they will eventually fall from that more pleasant realm. Their positive karma will eventually be exhausted. This emphasizes the impermanent nature of all existence. In the Buddhist view, traversing these realms has a purpose. It is a journey of learning and growth. We experience the consequences of our actions directly. We come to understand the workings of karma. Ultimately, the goal is to transcend this entire cycle. We strive to attain enlightenment or nirvana. This is a state beyond rebirth and suffering. The journey is one of continuous spiritual evolution. It is driven by the deep desire to alleviate suffering and to realize our true nature, free from delusion. Have you ever felt a deep yearning for something more? A sense that this cycle of birth and death is not the ultimate end? The Buddhist path offers a way out of this cycle. It is a path of understanding, compassion, and wisdom. The realms we inhabit are reflections of our inner states. By transforming ourselves, we can transform our experience. And ultimately, we can transcend all realms. What is the force that propels us on this journey? What drives the cycle of rebirth and the seeking of new experiences? This leads us to explore the very root of samsara, the choice of rebirth and the path to liberation. Chapter 5: The Choice of Rebirth and the Path to Liberation. In Buddhist philosophy, two powerful forces drive rebirth. These forces are craving, known as tanha, and fundamental ignorance, known as avidya. Have you ever felt a deep longing for something? A desire for pleasure, for recognition, for security? This very craving binds us to the cycle of existence. Our clinging to a fixed sense of self is also key. We believe in a permanent, independent I. This illusion fuels our desires and fears. This clinging and craving propel us through samsara. They lead to repeated cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. The detailed life planning described by Edgar Cayce. This can be understood within the Buddhist framework. It reflects the manifestation of our deep-seated karmic tendencies. Our past actions create inclinations and desires. These inclinations influence the circumstances of our future. The consequences of our past shape our present choices, and these choices in turn shape our future rebirths. Consider the analogy of a moth drawn to a flame. The moth is attracted by the light's allure. It desires the warmth and brightness it perceives, unaware of the potential for destruction. Similarly, our unexamined desires can lead us astray. Our ignorance of the true nature of reality blinds us. We chase fleeting pleasures and avoid perceived pain. This cycle of attraction and aversion keeps us bound. It leads us through the cycle of rebirth. This often results in suffering and dissatisfaction. The ultimate goal in Buddhism is liberation, or nirvana. This is a state beyond all suffering and the cycle of rebirth. It is a state of ultimate peace and freedom. How is this liberation achieved? It is through the cultivation of wisdom, panna. This involves understanding the true nature of reality. We come to see the impermanence of all things. We realize the illusion of a permanent self, and we develop compassion, karuna. This is the heartfelt wish to alleviate the suffering of all beings. Alongside wisdom and compassion, ethical conduct, sila, is vital. By living morally and avoiding harm, we purify our karma and create positive conditions. By uprooting craving and dispelling ignorance, we can break free from the chains of samsara. The emphasis in Buddhist practice is on the present moment. What we do, think, and intend right now is crucial. Our actions, thoughts, and intentions in this life, they directly influence our future experiences. By cultivating mindfulness, sati, we become aware of our thoughts and emotions. Without judgment, we observe the arising and passing. By developing compassion for ourselves and others, we weaken the grip of hatred and ill will. By growing in wisdom through study and reflection, we begin to see the true nature of reality. Practices such as meditation, dhyana, ethical conduct in our daily lives, and the development of loving kindness, metta. These are essential tools on this path to liberation. For those who have lived long lives, you have accumulated a wealth of experience. This wisdom gained through years of living, it can be a powerful foundation for spiritual practice. You have seen the rise and fall of many things. You have experienced both joy and sorrow. This understanding of impermanence can deepen your practice. The desire for lasting happiness is natural. Buddhism offers a path to a happiness that is truly lasting. It is a happiness that is not dependent on external conditions. It is the inner peace that comes from liberation. What is the final destination of this journey? Where does the path of liberation ultimately lead? This brings us to the concluding thoughts of our exploration, a reflection on the profound truths we have uncovered. Conclusion. Reflecting on the wisdom we have explored together, the profound insights of Buddhist philosophy resonate deeply. The intriguing observations of thinkers like Edgar Cayce also offer much food for thought. We find a compelling perspective on life's journey. This journey extends beyond the horizon of our present existence. Both traditions suggest a comforting truth. Death is not a final curtain, an ultimate end. Instead, it is a significant transition. It is a passage within a larger, ongoing process. The Buddhist understanding of karma and rebirth. This provides a powerful framework for comprehension. We begin to grasp the continuity of consciousness. We understand the profound consequences of our actions. Cayce's readings offer a parallel vision. He speaks of the soul's continued evolution. This evolution unfolds in spiritual realms. Several key lessons have emerged from our exploration. The importance of understanding impermanence is paramount. Everything changes. This is the nature of reality. Accepting the cyclical nature of existence brings peace. Birth, death, and rebirth are part of a continuous flow. Recognizing the profound impact of our karma is crucial. Our actions shape our experiences now and in the future. The path to liberation, as the Buddha taught. This lies in cultivating wisdom and compassion. Wisdom helps us see the true nature of things. Compassion motivates us to alleviate suffering. We must strive to free ourselves from clinging. Attachment to impermanent things causes pain, and we must dispel ignorance, the root of suffering. For those of us who have journeyed through many years, your accumulated wisdom is a valuable asset. The experiences of a long life offer profound insights. Let us embrace the impermanent nature of life. We can do so with equanimity and acceptance. Let us strive to live with kindness and mindfulness. Every moment offers an opportunity for positive action. Let us prepare our hearts for the inevitable transition. We can do this with peace and understanding. May we all find solace in the teachings of the Dharma. May we move towards a future free from suffering. Dear friends, thank you for joining this exploration. We deeply appreciate you taking the time to reflect with us. Congratulations on recognizing the valuable lessons within. We encourage you to actively practice these principles. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily life. Cultivate compassion for yourself and others. Strive to grow in wisdom through reflection. Experience the positive results for yourselves. If you found value in this journey of understanding, please consider subscribing to our channel, Son.Mindfulness. Continue to follow us for more insightful content. Your support helps us share these profound teachings. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What resonated with you most deeply? What are your own reflections on life and death? We wish you all continued good health and peace. May you always experience tranquility and happiness, and may your lives be filled with good fortune. Thank you.